I'm Michael Hurley, Executive Director of the Bonobo Conservation Initiative. In the Congo, the infrastructure issues are very significant and very serious. The Congo is a country that's suffered what many people call the Third World War of Africa. Over 5 million people have died in this conflict over the past dozen years or so. The infrastructure was totally destroyed in many, many areas. The Congo is the size of Western Europe, and healthcare, education, everything was really wiped out in vast stretches of the Congo, especially in the rainforest areas. People in the West think that, yes, we need to do conservation and it's very difficult, but they sometimes have the assumption that you can just show up in a place, get to it, drive the car, pick up some gas, pick up the phone if you have a problem, and it's not like that at all.
Hello.
Communications is extremely difficult.
Hello, hello, hello.
There's no access to communications in most parts of the Congo unless you have a satellite phone. Cell phones don't exist.
Hello, hello, hello.
Speaking to somebody from the field can be hundreds and hundreds of dollars with satellite phone bills. Or just calling the people who manage in the Congo the long distance calls. You can't manage a program without the basics of daily life. As of a few years ago, there were perhaps less than 1,000 miles of paved roads. And the other roads are rutted trails, that break up in parts of the forest, deep gouges, and they're always washed out by rains or covered with roots and trees. So we have to travel by trucks, by motorcycle, and by bicycle. We also fly, and we've flown at times, and now there's a little bit better access, several years after the major aspects of the war slowed down. We can fly, but that's been very expensive. When we buy equipment in Washington, we have to purchase our supplies, and we've got to ship them via extra baggage in our Air France or whatever flight we're taking over at $200 a bag for a 50-pound bag. So if we buy ponchos, binoculars, other supplies, we put them in the bag, we pack them here, and we lug them with us and carry them on the plane. There's not a big business for repairing cars or trucks, so you can't find the expertise. And then if you need a spare part, it very often has to be flown in. You don't just pop in another Land Cruiser and go to the next village an hour away, or a bigger village an hour away, and look at a supply store. You first have to communicate by satellite phone and then put it on a boat, and the process could take several months to get a spare inner tube. The shipment of goods is so extremely difficult. We've got to get them into the field. We've got to fly them at another level at something like $7 a kilo to bring them up to Bandaka, let's say. And then we put them on dugout canoes, pirogues, which are carved out of a huge tree. Where the river meanders a great deal, like this. If you measure as the crow flies, perhaps 10 miles, that same distance actually traveled, in many cases, is 3 times as much, or 30 miles.